Hello everybody out there on YouTube and Facebook. This is Kris Nicholson, and I took out both of my WK Casio keyboards. On the opposite side of me I have the WK 7500, and on this side of me I have the WK 7600. A lot of people ask me and emailed me what is the difference from them. Now before I start the demo, I just wanted to point out that I do not work for Casio. I collect keyboards. I collect a lot of synthesizer modules, keyboards, pianos, all of the above. I'm just a crazy collector, and a lot of people ask me questions about these keyboards all the time. Okay, so first thing, without even turning on the keyboard, I'm going to play both keyboards starting at the WK 7600 or 7500, and I'm just going to play the action. Very noisy, especially if you're going to do a glige. You hear a typewriter noise, and that's one thing that turned off people a lot about these kind of WK keyboards, starting from basically the 3500 or the 1800 way back then, is that you hear nothing but key noises. Another thing too is that it seems like some of the keys are actually touching each other when they play, when you play it and everything. So they fixed that with the WK 7600, and it's a lot more quieter and it's a lot more damped. Has more of a resistance. So you don't hear that much key noise when you play, which is very good. And I feel like it's almost like a weighted kind of action on here, which is really good. It's not actually weighted at all, but it has that resistance on it, which I like about it, just like almost on acoustic piano. So I would actually take this out on a gig. That's one improvement that they have. Number two is that the amplification system. So I'm going to turn both keyboards on, and I'm going to play the stereo grand piano on both keyboards, starting with the WK 7500. And here it goes. I'm just going to do John Lennon Imagine. Again, when you're playing, you hear that key noise. Let's go to the WK 7600. I'm sorry going back and forth. It's a very, very small room, but this is the only way I can do the video. So, same song, Imagine. Now, this is definitely a gigging keyboard that I will go ahead and play with. I'll leave all my other keyboards home and just take this one, because number one, I don't hear any key noise while I'm playing. Number two, I enjoy the way how it feels. Alright, we're going to go to another sound, which is the Davinci EP. So, I'm going to start with the WK 7500 again. And play the Vintage EP here. Which is very nice. Going to the WK 7600. Beautiful. What you hear a difference of is they're both the same sound, but the only difference on it is that the amplification. So the amplification on the WK 7600 is 100 times better than the 7500. Of course, because it's a newer model, they made, different changes on it. Alright, next one I want to do is like their Nylon Guitar. So, here I go back and forth again. That's actually the steel guitar. I was supposed to do the nylon, but it's a steel. On here, I have this actually accidentally set to nylon, so I'm going to put the steel real quick. Alright. The next one is their strings. They have a really good string sound on here, on both of them. So I'm going to start with the WK-7600. Good marcatos. It's like really in your face, which is really nice. String section here on the WK-7500. It sounds more muffled and it's really not there. It sounds like almost a cheap toy when it comes to playing this keyboard. Going back to the WK-7600, we're going to start with another, actually the brass sound. So actually, going back to the WK-7500, I'm sorry. The brass sound here. Okay. 7600. They're both the same patches, same sounds. Nothing has been changed with the EQ on this keyboard, both of them. The 7600 sounds more like a brass sound. The 7500 sounds a little bit more quacky-ish. Like whack, 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 like ducks quacking. Alright, now I'm going to do like their the poly synth pad right here. So very good in-your-face stereo, which is really cool. Okay, same pad. It's the same exact sound, but this is a little bit more warmer. That one's like really in your face, which I really like. Alright, now going to bank 2, actually. Bank 2 and the rest of the banks that I'm doing on here, comparing, is actually going to be on this WK-7600, because most of the features on the 7500 is the same on here, but as you can hear, the sound quality is a lot better on the 7600. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on Bank 2 is all of the newer voices that actually came out. Like here's one of them. This is called a VA synth, which is taken from their XW series. Another one is still their VA synth. This is their VA synth sequence bass. Should play it lower. Which is really cool if you want to do some techno. Here's a new synth bass that they came out, just like on a CZ series. Beautiful sound it has. Another synth bass series. Now, what I'm showing you here is not on here. Here's the new stereo string section. both have really, really good, I mean, they both have really, really good drum sets on here. But I'm going to show you the difference between the two drum sets. So this is a standard kit on here. It sounds a little bit more clear. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm doing this demo, so I'm not up to par right now. Okay, going over here. It's there. It's a little warmer. I mean, really good. I mean, that one sounds better, of course. Alright, now I'm going to focus more back onto the WK-7600 and show you guys that they have brand new rhythms that actually came out on here. So if I go to Bank 3, I'm sorry, and the first rhythm that you get on here the minute you turn on a machine is the Electro Pop. And it sounds like this. So that's one of the newest rhythms that are actually not on the 7500. I'm not going to play the rhythms on the 7500 because a lot of the same rhythms are basically on the 7600. A lot of the intros have been changed a little bit and altered and sounds a little bit better. Okay, here's a synth pop one. That's pretty cool. Alright, the other one is the pop rock. So they're getting more into like the rockish kind of styles on here. Here we go. That's very nice. Number 4, they included like a new piano hip hop because they came out with piano hip hops, they came out with string hip hops, and so here's the new piano hip hop right here. Maybe it should be slowed down. I'm sorry about that. Start this again. On both keyboards, if I press a minor chord, the intro is different. That's pretty cool. All right. This one is actually called Dance Pop. Very good synth sounds on here. Alright, and also, this one's called actually Mus, which is, I think it's Arabic or Greek. It's more of the ethnic category. And here it is. Now there's more rhythms on here that are new, and also there's basically some of the same rhythms that are from the WK7500 that has been altered, but it's a good playing experience on the 7600 keyboard workstation, I should say. My opinion, if you guys want to upgrade from the 7500 to the 7600, that is my best suggestion. Yes. Because I have two of these now. So not only have 7500, I have two 7600s. One for home use. This is my home use one. And one that's already in a case for gigging. Another feature that you have better clear audio. So, you know, because of the amplifier system. Your microphone headphone level is actually your microphone level is right over here. And your power jack is on this side instead of in the middle, so you don't have to search around for that. Alright, well, you guys write me back, and I'm gladly to answer more questions about both of these keyboards. And if you want to hear more stuff, just message me, write me back. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.